Alright, we got a lot of spicy decks to talk about this week. I apologize for the lack of uploads lately. My mom had surgery and I've been helping take care of her, along with some other things around to help. But she's doing a lot better now. Things are going better around here, so should be able to get back to a more consistent upload schedule. So, back to it. We have like I said, number of cool, crazy decks to talk about this week. Leading off, we have our only tournament deck of the week. This is a top 32 meta frequently deck. This is from a couple weeks ago. But we have a Black Cluster Soldier Junk Synchron Yusei Stardust deck here. Now, part of this deck is going to sort of follow the standard Junk Synchron combo that we've always seen. You know, just that one card, Junk Synchron, turns into Stardust Dragon with the Shooting Star, with the little, a little Formula Synchron next to it so you can make Shooting Star. So that little basic combo hasn't changed much. 3 Converter in there. Hyper Synchron's an additional level 4 tuner. It helps fit out those requirements. But the big thing that's different with this deck is we do have the Black Cluster Soldier cards. So the Gateway of Chaos, though, is sort of the key here. So Gateway of Chaos has 2 big effects. One, when you activate it, you're going to add Black Cluster Soldier from your deck to hand, the virtual monster. But then, anytime one of your monsters goes to the graveyard, you get little counters on this card. And then, once you, and obviously, you synchro summoning with this deck as much as you do, you're going to fill up, you're going to get a bunch of counters on this card really quickly. Enough where you can send this Gateway to Chaos to the graveyard and add the Black Cluster Soldier ritual spell from your deck to your hand. So you're very quickly with this one card, just by doing your normal combo, getting to get everything you need to summon the Black Cluster Soldier to the board. And of course you can use these little Black Cluster Soldier support cards here, the Evening, Twilight Night, and the Beginning Night, and when you ritual summon using those cards, your Black Cluster Soldiers gains effects, all kinds of crazy effects, like being able to destroy or banish your opponent's monsters, being able to attack twice when you destroy a monster by battle, kind of like Envoy the Beginning effect, just all kinds of being able to banish cards from your opponent's hand, kind of like the that Omega card that you see in the TCG. So just all kinds of crazy effects that your Black Cluster Soldier can get using this, and they are level 4, so combined with Hyper Synchron, you can synchro for 8, so you have additional ways to make Stardust with this deck. Just a really cool concept, really awesome to see Black Cluster Soldier actually having success here in Duel Links, actually having tournament success. And again, this is our only tournament deck to talk about this week. Everything else is either a King of Games or a Legend or a COG spicy win streak. So speaking of those spicy win streaks, we have a really spicy one here. It's a Star Seraph deck. Star Seraph's been nerfed. We get only limited to 2 of the chair now, but it can still do some powerful things. Your main combo is still there. Summon a stick. If you have a chair in hand, you can still combo off and have that insane card advantage play that you did before, drawing cards, destroying things, filling up your graveyard. So it still does some great things for you if you can actually get it off. But you have to draw into it, and that's where Dark World comes in handy here. So Dark World obviously has a lot of draw power. Dark World dealings, the gates, the field spell. You also have the monster that searches, the snow here, and Brow that draw additional cards. So using the Dark World cards, you're going to draw into your Star Seraph combo very consistently. Sometimes you need to survive a turn. You'll get a stick, you need to search for a chair, and then you can sit back on the Sphere Karibos and try to survive off the hand traps. And then of course you also have your Graph, so you have a lot of OTK potential here as well, because you can go into your stick and chair combo, drop a Graph on your opponent, blow up something additional with that, bring it onto the board, and try to just hit your opponent with a ton of damage with the charge of the Dark World card. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this deck to try to hit your opponent with a lot of power with the Star Seraph combo, hit your opponent with those Dark World cards, and then when you follow up with all that, you got tons of Light and Darks in graveyard, so you got a Chaos Levy in here, Dragon in here. Just for good measure here. Nice little card to try to finish up with if your first Star Seraph combo and your Dark World cards aren't able to clean up your opponent. So neat little deck here. Definitely going to give this one a try here in the next couple weeks as well, because I really like Chaos decks and I really like playing with Star Seraph, and Dark World is extremely fun to play with. Okay, so this is a deck that's kind of been forgotten about, I feel like. This is an old deck that was competitive back in the day. Took a lot of hits on the ban list, though, and hasn't really done much as of lately. But Koaki Meiru is still having a little bit of success here. And it got a little bit of a boost with Tanky, actually. So many things got a boost with Tanky. But this deck also got a bit of one as well. And we have the Koaki Meiru Knight here, which is the main thing. So Knight, Beast Warrior, searchable with Tanky. What this one lets you do is you can reveal a Iron Core in your hand to special summon a level 4 Koaki Meiru from your deck. So this is just a free special summon from the deck. Given that it's a level 4, you can go into a rank 4 play very easily with doing this. But it has other benefits as well, because the other Koaki Meiru monster you bring out have really powerful effects. So Wall can tribute itself to negate a spell card activation. Sandman can do the same to negate a trap card. Ice contributes itself just to flat out destroy a monster on the board, a special summon monster, so it's some removal. So you have a whole bunch of different options here between being able to XYZ summon into any of this stuff, being able to negate spells or traps or pop monsters, and having the Tinky and the Koaki, the Diamond Core, means you essentially have the 6 ways to search out 3 copies of this card, so 9 ways to open up with an Knight in your hand. So you will very consistently have this on board turn 1. You still have the one Maximus in the deck, still limited to 1, but you still have the Diamond Core to search it out. So multiple ways to try to bring this out to the board. Of course, this card still has the same powerful effect. Once per turn, destroy something on the field. And you can also go for Bear with this deck as well. Search out with a Tanky, a little bit of extra destruction power. Try to wear down your opponent's resources. Phoenix Chain is the trap card we're going with here. Ties that binds to the skill. Yeah, pretty cool concept here. Nice to see that koaki meiru is still, you know, still doing something. Still can have a little bit of success. Just wonder if we're ever gonna see this deck come off the ban list at all. Because if we do, this deck could still be a force, I think, definitely. So gotta watch out for that. Alright, so we have a King Games deck here from Metropolis. We've covered a few decks very similar to this over the past few months here. Covered sort of a Star Sayer version of this deck, a normal sort of, they call it like frog version of the deck, Monarch. But this is a Neos Fusion variant of the build. I think this is Metropolis pretty much come up with all the versions of this deck just about, or had something to do with just about all of them. This one is not too different than what the others. You still have the Caius as the Monarch in here, along with the Samorg, Slop Frog, and Treeborn Frog, Ronin Tonin, those same combos here. You're going to dump your Treeborn Frog to the graveyard, bring it back every turn, free tribute fodders for your Caius. But we also now have access to Formula Synchron, so you can send Glow Bulb and use it to Synchro Summon with the Treeborn into the formula. And then once you've done that, because you can actually special summon both of those two things, bring back the Treeborn from the grave, bring back the Glow Bulb from the grave, you can then tribute off that Formula Synchron for a Monarch, or if you have a Ronin Tony, you can bring that back, tribute that for the Monarch, and then Synchro for 8 for the Scrap Dragon. So you have a lot of different options with the formula. You can also bring back the Ronin Tonin and an XYZ summon with the Formula Synchron. We have a few rank 2s in here that are powerful, Gachi Gentetsu, also the number 45. So quite a few plays with that. Neos Fusion allows you to dump whatever monster you need. So if you open up the Treeborn, you need the Glow Bulb, whatever you need to get the grave, Ronin Tonin, any of those 3, you can dump whichever one using the Neos Fusion. So good consistency with that. Also running a Parry Knight here, Parry Knights. It's basically a third copy of Battle in Boxer Veil, except it doesn't give you the life point health back, but it's a level 6. So you can XYZ summon it with Caius into the Ptomali. Also, you can Synchro Summon with the Formula into the Scrap Dragon, so a few extra plays you can do with that you can't do with the Battle in Boxer Veil. Yeah, neat little combos here. I love Monarchs. I know a lot of people love Frog Monarch as well, old fan favorite deck, so anytime we get a chance to talk about this deck, I'm going to do just that. Alright, so now we have a Red Eyes deck. It is an invoked deck, I know. It's very difficult to see a Red Eyes deck have success, it seems, without using the invoked engine of some kind. But this one's doing it a little bit differently, though, than some of the others I've seen. So we still are running the Red Eyes Fusion card, along trying to go into primarily the Slash Dragon. So nothing different there. But what is different is we're using the E-Hero Burstonox. So basically using that as a fire attribute to immediately dump one in your grave for Alistair. So adding consistency there, giving your fire target immediately for this card. And on top of that, we also have another neat little thing here, Creature Seizure. So both players basically pick a monster to give to their opponent to control, kind of like a creature swap. It's basically what this is, but the only thing is you have to have your monster has to be a normal monster. It can't be an effect monster. So Burst Lady fits that description, but we're also running the skill Mass Tribute, which return a card from your hand to the deck, and then you can play a Grantiki Elder or Melchid, whatever, for face beast monster. They're normal monsters. You got to play a free normal monster on your side of the board. Well, it's not free because you got to send the card back, but you got to put a normal monster on your side of the board. So basically, you got to steal your opponent's monster at this point. So that's just a really neat little effect there. Neat little trick and combo this deck can do. Yeah, just an interesting take on it if you're someone who likes Red Eyes decks. You want to see this deck have success, try to have success with it. Here's a deck that did just that. So yeah, sorry, I know it's an invoked deck. I know people hate to see invoked in various things and have that be the thing that works, but it's doing it there. So we got another Junk Synchron Stardust deck to talk about. This one we're mixing Lavals into the mix. I'm actually really excited about this one. I'm going to be giving it a shot here on stream this week probably, or next week maybe after the KCGT. But so again, same basic thing with the Junk Synchron, going into your Stardust and Shooting Star play. Nothing different there. But what is different is we're using Laval monsters to basically blow up our opponent's board. We're not really synchro summoning with the Lavals. We're mostly just using it to blow up our opponent's board. So Molten Conductor Field spell card is going to send 2 Laval monsters to graveyard. One of them being the Handmaiden, which will allow her effect to send the other Laval monster to grave. So you're going to immediately, once you activate the spell card, have 3 Laval monsters in your graveyard. You can then activate the Land Lake Lady, or excuse me, the Lakeside Lady's effect to banish her from your graveyard, and you can then destroy a set card on your opponent's side of the board. Or if you have the trap card, you can banish all of your Lavals from monsters from the graveyard, so banishing 3, and then blow up 3 cards on your opponent's side of the board. So this is actually a really powerful card. It also doesn't target either. The trap card does not target. So this is actually really powerful. Being able to basically nuke your opponent's board or half their board 3 cards at a time is really powerful. And it's super easy to set up with just this one spell card. You got a lot of little one card plays here with the Junk Synchron, being able to just go into 1 card Shooting Star play here. And again, this does Flame Blast, being able to nuke your opponent's board or blow up a ton of things there. Extremely powerful. I think this is a really cool idea. I'm definitely going to be giving it a shot this week or next week, because this deck looks really fun to play, and I've been looking to see a Laval deck of some kind be successful for a while now, and I'm glad to see someone coming up with something. Alright, so I got a Machina Geargia deck to talk about here. A couple things to go over. One, we have a couple 1-card XYZ plays here. For one, we have the Gear Geiger, I believe is how you pronounce it. So normal summon this card, you can add a level 4 Earth machine from your deck to hand, which means you can add the Accelerator and special summon it to the board and go into a rank 4 play, which of course includes Gear Geigen X, which can let you then search for more machine monsters, including the Gear Frame, which you can normal summon, search for Fortress, and go from there. The trap card Gear also lets you special summon 2 of these level 3 ones from your deck as level 4s. You can go into rank 4 play with that as well. So you have a couple 1-card XYZs here. Also the Geargiano, the little rank level 3 one here, is a 1-card XYZ as well. You can normal summon it, special summon 1 of the level 3s from your graveyard, go into a Zen mains with it. So you have a lot of little 1-card XYZs with this deck, on top of the Machina Fortress engine here. Book of Moon and Cosmic Cyclones as some of the back row cards to protect. Yeah, I mean, nothing too special here, honestly. Overlay Gain is a skill, increase attack of an XYZ by the number of its materials by 200. So it kind of helps because your Gear Geigens don't have a lot of attacks, they're only at 2300. In fact, nothing in your extra deck really has a lot of attack points at all. So that can definitely help you jump over some things. But yeah, nothing too special here. Just really nice to see Geargia have a little bit of success. I really like this deck. Loved it in a TCG, and really do enjoy playing with this deck quite a bit. Kind of wish it were a little bit better in Duel Links, but it is what it is. Alright, and then last but not least, I got an Aroma deck to talk about. Aroma's not able to use balance anymore, needing to find a new way to go about things. Dino DNA is the skill of choice here. At the beginning of your turn, you'll recover a little bit of life points, so you get a little bit of life point gain with your skill out of the gate, which is nice. But the other thing that we're doing here is that we're going with a sort of a more of a synchro heavy version of this deck. We have access to Formula Synchron now, so that's really nice. Probably the best low-level synchro in the game, or in Duel, or in Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. And then, of course, it being a tuner can continue to synchro summon into other things, like the level 4 Hastor here, into Klausus, other things like that. So you have a lot of little, what's the word? A lot of versatility here with what you can synchro summon with this deck. It's just another way to go about it. For someone who has Aromas, have been able to play with them for a while since balance got hit. We're looking for a new way to go about the deck. You have some of these synchros. I don't think most of them aren't too difficult to get through the boxes. A lot of lower level ones, a lot of rares among these. Some of these are replaceable as well. So yeah, so if you're looking for a way to play Aroma, you're still doing a lot of the same basic strategy. You're going to lean very heavily on your back row cards, searching with winds, gardening to help protect and constantly keep you alive. You're going to be doing some of the stall stuff with Rosemary and all that stuff, drawing cards with Jasmine. So a lot of things haven't changed with this deck. You're just taking advantage of some of the tuners this deck has with Spore and the Angelica, all this stuff. Apologize. And yeah, just using that to be able to go into some low-level synchro monsters. Just another way to play the deck if you're I know we have a lot of people who have aromas because it's such an easy-to-get, free-to-play deck, and they're not sure what to do with them because the deck just hasn't been good lately, but this may be something that you can do with it. So, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. We will have a lot more videos coming out this week. Like I said, I'm glad to be back. Just had a lot of stuff to take care of with the family this week, but we're going to continue to pump out this video. So, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys later.